Imagine a cosmic kitchen accident. A celestial chef with a twinkle in their eye tries to whip up something extraordinary by blending Georgia and Uzbekistan together. But in their enthusiasm, the bowls crash together, sending spices and stories flying in every direction. What spills out isn't a disaster, but a glorious, hilarious new creation. Let's call it Uzbeki Georgia, a place where the unexpected is the daily special. Here, ancient wine meets Silk Road spices, and the air is thick with the aroma of both tradition and adventure. Mountain pride rises up to greet shimmering blue tiles, as if the Caucasus and Central Asia are locked in a friendly embrace. Every day is a beautiful contradiction, where laughter and debate are served in equal measure. The people are masters of both quiet hospitality and loud celebration, embroidering a Suzani 1 minute and passionately arguing about wine the next, their voices rising and falling like a folk song. Their history is a jumbled epic, from the legendary kingdom of Colchis, where myths were born, to the bustling Silk Road cities that connected worlds. From Mongol invasions to Soviet concrete, every era leaves its mark, layering stories like the pages of a well-loved book. Now, they debate whether their hero is Tamar the Great or Amir Timur. Sometimes it's probably both, depending on the day. Daily life is a constant negotiation. Meditative green tea in the morning, a ritual that soothes the soul, followed by Tbilisi-style traffic on the way to work, where patience is tested and horns are a language of their own. Office meetings begin with Uzbek formality, every word measured and every gesture precise, and end with Georgian debate, plans made with precision, then joyfully tossed aside for a passionate new idea that no one saw coming. It's beautifully inefficient and wonderfully human, a dance of chaos and connection. In Uzbeki Georgia, you're never sure if you'll be offered tea or challenged to a wrestling match, sometimes both in the same afternoon. The national story is a patchwork, stitched together with pride and humor. Every tradition is doubled, every celebration louder, every meal longer, and every guest treated like family. It's exhausting, exhilarating, and never boring, a festival of life that never truly ends. The only certainty is that life here is a glorious, unpredictable blend, where every day brings a new surprise. Welcome to the world's most entertaining cultural mashup, where laughter echoes through the streets and every gathering is a celebration. And remember, here, chaos is just another word for home, and every day is a new story waiting to be told. The language of Uzbeki Georgia, Uzbeki Kartvelian, is a wild hybrid, agglutinative like Georgian, harmonious like Uzbek. Sentences start simple, then snowball into consonant-heavy monsters. Men Chumiskirta Minda could mean anything, depending on your tone and the 27 consonants you use. The alphabet is a baffling mix of Cyrillic, Latin, and Georgian script, elegant but intimidating. Pronunciation? Half lullaby, half throat-clearing explosion. Proverbs reflect the culture's duality. A guest is a gift from God, but don't let him finish all the plov. Every chat is a therapy session, debate, and feast plan rolled into one. It's exhausting, endearing, and absolutely unforgettable. Mornings begin with the smell of bread, tandoor naan or shodi from a Georgian tone, setting your mood for the day. Are you on the Silk Road, or in the heart of the Caucasus? The aroma is a daily reminder that here, tradition and place shape every moment, and breakfast is never just a meal, it's a ritual. Breakfast is a crossroads. Will it be sweet tea and flaky pastries, or tangy cheese and briny olives? Each table tells a story, and every bite is a choice between comfort and adventure, between the familiar and the unexpected. The Uzbek side urges punctuality and order. The Georgian side, spontaneity and laughter. Here, time is both a schedule and a suggestion, depending on who you ask. Work is organized chaos. Soviet bureaucracy meets ancient informality. Desks overflow with paperwork, but conversations flow just as freely, blending old rules with new realities. Deals require contracts, handshakes, and of course, a shared meal with toasts. Business is never just business, it's personal, and every agreement is sealed with food and laughter. Meetings blend Uzbek charts with Georgian debates. Everyone talks, everyone's right, and the loudest voice is often the most persuasive. Decisions are made as much by passion as by logic. Hierarchy is both strict and fluid. Respect your elders, but argue passionately. Here, tradition and rebellion sit side by side at the table. After work, The city pulses with energy. A chance encounter on the street can become an impromptu gathering, and the line between stranger and friend is always thin. Tea invitations escalate into full-blown super feasts, where tables groan under the weight of food, and stories flow as freely as the wine. Plans are ruined, but you're surrounded by food and friends. No one complains. Here, flexibility is a virtue, and the best nights are the ones you never planned. Social life is a web of family, friends, and nosy neighbors. Every gathering is multi-generational, and everyone has a story to share, or a secret to uncover. If your car breaks down, 5 people help before you even think to call a mechanic. Community is instinctive, and help is always at hand. Privacy? Forget it. Everyone knows your business, and they'll tell you what they think whether you ask or not. Advice is free, and so are opinions. Life here is lived out loud, in the open, and always together. The streets are stages, and every day is a performance of community. It's a community that's equal parts supportive and hilariously nosy. You're never far from a helping hand, or a curious question. In Uzbekistan, Georgia, you're never alone. And that's just how they like it. Here, belonging isn't a choice. It's a way of life, woven into every moment. Uzbekistan, Georgia's cuisine is legendary. A vibrant battlefield where rice and bread fight for supremacy, and every meal is a new chapter in an ancient rivalry. Here, flavors collide and traditions blend, creating a culinary landscape unlike anywhere else. The national dish? Plov churi. Imagine fragrant Uzbek plov, rich with spices and tender meat, baked inside a golden cheese-stuffed khachapuri. It's a dish that unites 2 cultures in every bite, and locals argue over whose grandmother made it first. Or maybe kinkali manti, spiced Uzbek manti tucked inside giant, juicy Georgian dumplings. Each bite is a journey across borders, a fusion of textures and flavors that tells a story of migration and shared tables. Chefs here are rock stars, their recipes guarded like precious heirlooms. In these kitchens, family secrets are passed down through generations, and food feuds can last centuries, sometimes longer than the recipes themselves. Meals are marathons, tables groan under the weight of endless appetizers. Plov and khachapuri always take center stage, and every bite sparks a passionate cultural debate about authenticity and taste. Tea houses and wine cellars coexist in harmony. Green tea is sipped for wisdom and reflection, while wine flows freely in celebration, marking every milestone and gathering. Toasts are endless, led by a tamada who never repeats himself, weaving stories and blessings that linger long after the meal is over. Food festivals here are national holidays, where the highest honor is having a dish named after you, and chefs compete for bragging rights and family pride. Arguments about plov technique or cheese placement can divide families, sparking debates that last for hours, sometimes days, but always end with laughter and another helping. In Uzbekistan, Georgia, you are what you eat. Complex, passionate, and a little over the top, just like the dishes that fill your plate. Every meal is a masterpiece, and everyone's a critic, eager to share their opinion and their favorite family recipe. Here, food isn't just sustenance, it's identity, history, and the heart of every gathering. Weddings here are multi-day epics. Uzbek scale meets Georgian drama. The guest list? 500, minimum. The bride bows to each guest, gets kidnapped for fun, then returns to bow to hundreds more. The ceremony is a blend of solemnity and chaos, quick official vows, then days of feasting, toasting, and dancing. The tamada rules with poetic toasts. The Uzbek MC tries and fails to keep order. Mountains of plov, rivers of wine, and a cake topped with a dancing couple. Every guest leaves with leftovers for a week. If you're hungry, it's your fault. Dancing starts with graceful Uzbek moves, then erupts into wild Georgian leaps and mock sword fights. It's a dance-off between Silk Road and Caucasus, a riot of color and joy. By the end, everyone's exhausted, exhilarated, and bonded for life. Surviving a wedding here is a badge of honor. A night out in Tashilisi is an adventure in contrasts. Start at a serene chaikhana, sipping green tea on plush cushions, lost in philosophical debate. Suddenly, someone shouts, "Enough tea! Time for wine!" And you're swept to a raucous wine bar. Laughter, music, and polyphonic singing fill the air. Toasts grow more elaborate as the night goes on. The music scene is a genre-bending fusion. DJs mix maqam with electronic beats. Rock bands cover folk songs, and choirs join in. The dance floor is chaos. Graceful Uzbek hands meet explosive Georgian kicks. The night ends with a feast shashlik or kinkali. Both, of course. The party continues at a 24-hour eatery. Stories and laughter flowing until sunrise. Every night out is a marathon. Exhausting, delicious, and unforgettable. In Tashilisi, the only rule is never go home hungry. Fashion in Uzbeki Georgia is a riot of color and tradition. Minimalism is banned. The streets are runways. Designer sneakers with Uzbek chapan coats, modern dresses with Georgian silver jewelry. Ikat and wool dominate. Vivid patterns meet dignified black choka. Accessories are mandatory dopey caps, nabati hats, and enough jewelry to make noise when you walk. Even business attire fuses cultures. A suit with an embroidered Uzbek collar, a blazer in subtle ikat. Every outfit is a statement. Heritage and swagger, east and west. People wear their history on their sleeves, literally. In a world of fast fashion, they celebrate craftsmanship and identity. And honestly, they look fantastic doing it. Politics here is as theatrical as everything else. A grand supra in parliament. The president is the tamada, delivering long, inspiring toasts on TV. Sessions start with unity toasts, end with debates that sound like family arguments. Consensus building over tea meets fiery parliamentary showdowns. Foreign policy is hospitality as strategy. Diplomats are charmed with feasts and folk music. Domestic debates focus on agriculture and culture. Cotton versus wine, tradition versus innovation. The Ministry of Culture is powerful, organizing festivals and protecting heritage. Scandals? Not about corruption, but about changing the national dish recipe. In Uzbeki Georgia, politics is personal, passionate, and always entertaining. Here, every law is passed with a side of plov and a heartfelt toast. Landmarks here get creative upgrades. Registan Square now has a Georgian cable car soaring above its blue domes. Purists protested, but the view is spectacular, a perfect symbol of honoring tradition with a twist. Tashilisi's sulfur baths now feature Uzbek tea beds. Relax in a towel, sip green tea, and soak for hours. The Kizilkum Desert is now a wine region, with camels ferrying guests to tasting stations at the Wine on the Sands festival. The Caucasus Mountains are dotted with yurts. Nomadic comfort meets alpine beauty. Shepherds and tourists alike enjoy yurt hotels, blending mountain ruggedness with steppe hospitality. Every landscape is a fusion, ancient, modern, and a little absurd. In Uzbeki Georgia, even the scenery is a cultural mashup. Here, tradition and innovation ride side by side, sometimes literally, in a cable car. What have we learned? When Silk Road patience meets Caucasus passion, you get something magical. Chess and wrestling are national sports. The plov chef and toastmaster are the real VIPs. It's a land of contradictions. Quiet courtyards, loud feasts, careful plans, wild spontaneity. Defining the national character is impossible. You just have to experience it. Uzbeki Georgia is a living, evolving culture. A glorious, resilient hybrid. Here, borders blur, and every meal is a celebration. The beauty is in the mess, the mashup, the mutt-like charm. So, as Tamada, I offer a final toast to Samarkand's domes, Tbilisi's streets, plov, khachapuri, tea, wine, artists, poets, and the wonderful chaos of Uzbeki Georgia. May their plov always be fluffy, their toasts never end. But beware, never ask who invented wine. The debate could last 1,000 years. Gaumar Jos.